Hey everyone, this is my Patreon-powered reaction to the 11th episode of Kuromukuro. So, in the last episode, they pretty much started interrogating Narni, the one they managed to capture from Effie and didn't really get a huge amount of information, really, just kind of out there looking for some stuff that the advanced party left behind, like 450 years ago, and like fragments, like hinge stones, that kind of thing. And pretty much he was managed to escape, and he's going to try to, well, most likely gonna just straight up kidnap Yukina, which would be quite bad. Hopefully you have Ken that can do something about it, and now the UN's all suspicious of Ken because of things Busnarni said and his ambiguous backstory and just a lot of things like that. But yeah, he's the only one that can actually deal with them, so they kind of have to trust him to a degree, really, because they can't deal with Evidok without Ken's help, and he's the only one that can pilot Kuromukuro along with Yukina, so she can't really afford to be captured either. And anyway, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. So we're gonna start right off with the action. Because yeah, Fusnarni was getting his geoframe back, Lion, I think he called it. Well, he might want to hurry up on that. He's a problem right now. He may or may not have Yukina. Probably does. This is kind of important, lady. But if you think, an interview is more important than stopping him, then whatever. Wow. Thank you for the valuable commentary there. He's probably okay. Yeah, he's alive. I've been better. You should probably kiss it, make it feel better. Of course he did. We should defend these things better. Maybe tighten security a bit, considering. At least he's not in the robot yet, that's good. But he does have Yukina. That's a lot of errors and alerts. This is not a good situation at all. Well, now he's concerned. He's now I have my sword. Nobody get in my way. Also, Akagi's still trying to become a pilot. We'll see how that ends up going for him. Yeah, I am right that the Kuromukuro requires both of them to pilot, right? And here we go. You're breaking it. Oh, rude. At least he can't fly. I guess that's one good thing. And just kind of, walking on water because of their fancy shield thingy. Well, we do now. It's also important to know your enemy's abilities, Like his ability to do that, for instance, just punching you into a wall. Oh, be sure to do that. Thanks. This anime has a lot of title drops. They don't seem to understand what's going on, or well, now they do. Smart man, he got out of there. Probably should have ducked. I know it's a little bit late for that advice now, but you can remember that for next time. Well, that could have went better. Can you at least not point the gun at me? What was your first clue? The shivering, the glistening eyes. She only recently begrudgingly agreed to pilot in the first place, so... Well, you're not good. Meanwhile, your eyes have nothing. You're being a little bit creepy, man. Ken, you can show up any moment now and kill him. Well, I knew that. Maybe that little incident there will buy Ken enough time to get to them. Where else is she gonna go? Yeah. He probably wants to prioritize... Well, get into his own mech. Oh my god, a construction site, this is so incredible. Okay, yeah, hinge stone, obviously. It does look like part of something much bigger. More people that don't understand the gravity of the situation. He's gonna do it. You have to push him off the edge or something. He ran out of ammo. Does he even understand the concept of ammo? They're like, hey, what was that about? No idea, they almost just died. C. Yep, that was them. She's alive. A little bit traumatized. It's really nothing new for her, though, I suppose. Yeah, do so anyway. I'd be okay with you just killing him. Feel free. Yes, you ignorant lady. You do realize he's like your only chance to not die from Effie-Dolg, right? Like, you do understand this, correct? Four swords. Come at me, bro. Doing his own thing. He kinda needs Yukina. Who he needs to find first. And then he's to deal with Fusnari. Fusnarni. Yeah, he's always vulgar. That's just his character. Stand still, guys. I can't hit you. Okay, yeah, it does require two wielders. That answers that question. Okay, I was about to say, wouldn't you have to do something like that first? We need to see more about the mechanics of how it works. And finally Ken shows up. Come on, Ken, kick his ass. Slice him in two. Show him who's boss. Show him our planet's not one to be messed with. Show him how cool a samurai can be. Show him how much you love Yukina. That proper samurai stance as opposed to him. It'll be the last thing you ever do. Oh, wow. Nice. Would have been better if you didn't fall, but still, nice. Okay, so my theory that they did bring his clan members on board as workers does seem true. Which I figured. And, you can yeah, it's because of the ritual he did with her, who was already with them, and probably was the one that actually betrayed them. The evil alien guys. Altered. So he didn't just forget, they were deliberately changed. Was it by her? Now I have to question a lot of things if we're bringing up altered memories. Considering 99% of the stuff we know is from Ken. Come on. That was close. Sweep the feet. Good. Should be about over then. Not sure how he gets out of this. He gonna blow himself up somehow. No, he's gonna go for one desperate final attack. Yukina, punch him. Kick him. Scratch him. Throw a rock at him. Something. Anything. What was it? He can't just get a stab in? Yep. Let's move really fast. And now it's never to take off that one handcuff. Well, you won't have to live on. And there he goes. Well, overall, I'd say fairly traumatizing for Yukina. I'm just glad he's dead and didn't succeed in kidnapping her or stealing stuff. It's okay, Ken, you can calm down. I'm sure it's not your first kill. But I guess it's more a matter of he was really scared for her. I guess that's how I should take that. And it went limp. Someone should poke it with a stick, make sure it's dead. And the workers are lucky to be alive. Yeah, they mentioned it was a Hidgestone. That's what he said. Well, the thing is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. Well, okay, not a lot bigger, a little bit bigger. I assume they want to dissect it and see if it's how it varies from humans. But he's most likely just a normal human that was taken, maybe slightly altered. It's really hard to say. Yeah, if I was Ken, I wouldn't want to help out someone as ungrateful as you. Oh yeah, there's also that, so if you reckon him. Yes. Good, blow him a kiss. Get out of the frame. Which is not as impressive as a Kuromukuro pilot. How much money is he gonna spend on this? I'm sure it's at least, like, what, 5 or 10 bucks in quarters? Whatever the yen equivalent of that is. And money just slowly disappears. Gonna go back for another round of quarters? Well, I call it quarters, another 100 yen coins, but still. It's not gonna help anything. It might make you feel slightly better for a few minutes, but... Man, her score is so much bigger than everybody else's. Just to show that gap. Well, you know. What teenage boy doesn't want to pilot a mech? I think that's fairly universal. Is it backyard robotics? I'm gonna be a pilot. It's like, is this kid serious? Sure, why not? Go for it. Maybe you can even go to Mars. And then it was beaten easily after that. He's like, do you hear yourself when you talk, dude? Oh, at least he has some kind of ambition. I guess that's fine. So he has a backup plan, but he doesn't really. Yeah, I know, it must be depressed. That's not true, right? Not that that's a concern for me or anything. Oh no, stories. Training's important. Wow. Interesting story. Well, that's better than nothing, I guess. No, I'm sure it didn't. Like a date. Yeah, Scar knows what's up. Don't sneeze on my foot, cat. Who do you think you are? Interesting date location. Yeah, this is the 21st century. We have smartphones and GPS tracking and all that. And she fell. Oh. Thought she would hit the tree. Probably. I'm not very confident, but I guess we'll see one or the other. We found a big hole. Is that what we were looking for? Well, whatever was there is not there anymore. Mm-hmm. Okay, so it was that place that she woke up in. Yeah, CRT monitor, the big bulky ones. That was before the LCD. I highly doubt that was a dream. Picnic? Sort of. Oh, dude, it's a huge onigiri. Seems more daylight now. And you really hurt his feelings. Good God. Thing is huge. You didn't let me die. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I totally remember that. That was pretty scary, so I don't blame you for being scared. Got all that something on your cheek, dude. Yes. But after I finish my food. Wow. We're getting a lot of blushing here. Even some from Ken. Curry? Curry onigiri. Might have to try that one of these days. You could put anything you want into it. Be creative. I love you, Koharu. And yeah, I figured that's how we'd end it off. Okay. Well, that was actually a pretty good episode, I would say. Situation in Fusunari, whatever his name is. Luckily, he was taken care of. There was no successful Yukina kidnap or anything like that. He didn't get any of the hinge stones. He didn't get Kuromukuro. He really didn't accomplish anything, honestly. Like, it was a complete failure on his part. He does not think they accomplished anything. Even if he successfully got away just himself, he still probably wouldn't really accomplish much. And the enemies obviously lost one of their pilots and their geoframes. And Akagi clearly still not giving up on his dream to pilot a ghost. What about it? That sucks. Okay, so that was the 11th episode of Kuromukuro. So this episode, Fusunari definitely attempted to kidnap Yukina. she's valuable to him, obviously, because she's one of the 2 pilots for Kuromukuro, which is an older model, so it does require the 2 pilots. Now, well, I guess I can just talk about this now. So, the mech, we confirmed that it does require 2 pilots, like I said, and that you have to unlink somebody, and then you can, like, link it up to somebody else. So, pretty much, he pretty much confirmed that it was possible to, like, trade pilots, essentially. That Ken could be replaced with Busnarni, along with Yukina, to pilot it. But he also told her to activate it right after he said that. So, is this supposed to imply that you can only do it? You can only change up the links if you have at least one of the 2 people. Otherwise, like, so if both the people that pilot it die or something, or incapacitated and can't do anything, would that just render the mech useless? At least, I mean, I might be reading too much into that, but at least that's kind of how I took that. So, either way, it definitely confirms the whole thing with, well, in the flashback, you had, anyway, the princess. The princess made the, I really want to call it something better than blood ritual. The linking with the robot, with Kuromukuro. She did that with Ken, so it could be piloted, because she can't do it alone. However, obviously, since we confirmed that you need 2 people, clearly she had, before Ken, somebody else doing it. I assume he just died, possibly. Maybe she killed him. Maybe they just died. He died in some kind of battle. And she's like, crap, I gotta keep this thing working. You there, I need a pilot, come over here. I guess it could have been something like that. I don't know. And then he also brought the possibility of Ken's memories of being altered. Like, that implies somebody directly manipulated them, not just, like, basic memory loss, like from hitting your head or something. And which brings to the question, who did that and why? The princess? Possibly. But, again, that wouldn't answer the question of why. And what exactly was changed. Because it does seem like the Washiba clan, they're obviously working together with the Oni, as he puts it. But maybe his image of them is maybe a little bit different. Maybe that's what was kind of changed. I don't know, maybe. I really don't know what's going on specifically with that. But he did recognize him as the guy was a member of his clan. So clearly there's something there. I don't know if they just straight up kidnapped these people and added them to their workforce. That's kind of my main theory. But I don't know. I don't really know what to expect anymore now that they did bring up the possibility of his memories of being altered. Anyway, back to something that happened in this episode. Pretty much Ken managed to find them before they actually did any unlinking or linking with the mech, and they battled pretty much. He was protecting her. Like, she was pretty happy that he kept his promise to protect her, and that's what he did. Yukino was very frightened through this whole ordeal. It was very apparent. Just look at her eyes. And the guy, Fusnarni, was totally getting off on it. Like, just, he's such a creep, really. Just, I didn't like him. I'm glad he died. And, yeah, it was kind of funny when he tried to shoot people with a gun and it didn't work. I assume it was out of bullets, which I don't think he even really, it didn't seem like he understood that concept, really. It's like, piece of junk, I guess it's broken or something, I don't know, just whatever. Freaking primitive technology. I don't know, at least that's what it seemed like to me. But he definitely did kill people with it before, like, the one guy's trying to call for help, went into the other room, he just shoots through the window and kills them all. But yeah, it was pretty satisfying to see Ken just finish this guy off, and he did save Yukina. Of course, certain people are still very suspicious of Ken, despite the fact that he's saved them how many times now? It's just, it's annoying to watch. Like, I'm not surprised that they're acting that way, it's just, I hate when stuff like that happens in a show. When we as the audience know that he's cool, you're worrying too much, you're not really in a position to be picky on who's helping you out with this conflict. And yet they are anyway, because that's how they are. It's a little bit frustrating for me anytime I have to watch something like that. But, you know, eventually things should get better on that front. Anyway, after the whole deal was dealt with, Yukino went on a bit of a date with Ken. Tried to go to the place where she woke up, where she saw her father. It seems like it just kind of was wiped out, though. A big crater explosion or something happened there. And then they just had kind of a little picnic together, and where Yukina kind of took issue with the contents of Ken's onigiri that Koharu had made for him. Apparently you're not allowed to put curry in one. I don't know why, maybe it's just some unwritten rule. Maybe Yukina's just that much of a traditionalist, I don't know. But Koharu's much more silly and open-minded than Yukina. I do like Koharu more than Yukina, I'll say that right now. Though I do like Yukina, there's no question about that. I like Sophie as well. I kind of wish she would get a bit more screen time. It was just nice even just seeing that little recording of her that they took in the last episode, playing it for Akagi's sake. She's just, I don't know, she's just really cute. I kind of like how she talks sometimes, like in that clip that they play on the phone especially. I don't know, I enjoy her. And yeah, she did get to do a little bit this episode because obviously they had to have a couple other normal geoframe, which is kind of hold off the long arm, I think they called it, mech, while Ken could do his thing, and eventually it went limp when its owner was killed. So yeah, that just kind of show a bit of a link there. Which I guess that could kind of imply that if both Kuromukuro's pilots died, then it would be essentially a useless mech that nobody could use. I guess it kind of does support that theory a little bit. But again, they're different generations, so it's hard to say for sure. But at least it seems how it is for me if it does require at least one person to activate it to switch the link. I don't know. Again, I could be just reading too much into that. Anyway, yeah, I wonder how Effie Gold is gonna respond to this whole situation because they've lost another person. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.